Criadores del Turf.
Bueno, seguimos revisando la revista de Criadores. Les invitamos a que se haga de esta publicación. Hay una suscripción, usted puede recibirla todos los meses, es realmente de colección. Y hay una nota del Piggott. Chile tuvo la suerte de tener la visita de este jinete inglés, que fue el mejor jockey del siglo XX y que dejó un heredero, hoy el actual jinete italiano de Tori. Bueno, Piggott, de un estilo muy particular, de hecho, se creó bajo un seudónimo especial lo que fue su paso por la actividad turfística mundial, el estilo Leicester, 1,73 m de estatura, con particular estilo. Les queremos invitar a que se suscriban a nuestra revista de Criadores, que es precisamente el patrocinador de este programa de Criadores del Turf en TV Turf Móvil, y que puedan conocer de estas historias y muchas otras. Por ejemplo, también en historia de grandes caballos chilenos viene la historia de Petit París, de Pailahueque al Medio Oriente, nota que realizó César Campos, notas de Felipe Ogrotnik y otras que le van a gustar, sin duda. ¿Quiere consumir hípica a la avena? Bueno, revista Criadores, todo bajo la dirección de Julio Cherbellino. Nos queremos despedir con algunas imágenes de Piggott, el mejor jinete de lo que fue el siglo XX. Es todo en cuanto a Criadores del Turf. Será hasta una próxima ocasión.
Criadores del Turf.
Here's the wire, head bobbing finish, Royal Academy.
And they're away. Rafissimo on the inside. The Minstrel starts a little bit slowly as the back marker, and it's Rafissimo on the inside of Crystal Palace and Mart Lane. Mart Lane going on now from Crystal Palace and Rafissimo. Then comes Lucky Wednesday. Then Acceler on the inside of Trainer's Seat, and then Orange Bay. Then comes Bruni on the inside, and now Norfolk Air has been relegated to last place, and it's Mart Lane from Rafissimo and Crystal Palace and Lucky Wednesday, then Acceler, then Trainer's Seat and Orange Bay. Bruni on the inside, the Minstrel, and the back marker is Norfolk Air as they run down now into Swinley Bottom. Mart Lane from Lucky Wednesday and Rafissimo and Crystal Palace and Trainer's Seat. Acceler on the inside. Then comes Orange Bay. Just in behind Orange Bay, the Minstrel, who's made a little bit of progress. Bruni's on the inside. Crow's on the outside of the Minstrel, and Norfolk Air's the back marker, and now they're just coming up towards the 7-furlong pole in the King George of the 6th and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and it's Mart Lane in the lead from Lucky Wednesday and Rafissimo and Trainer's Seat, and then comes Crystal Palace, then Orange Bay and Acceler, then Crow on the outside of Bruni, then comes the Minstrel, and last is Norfolk Air. Past the 6 marker now, and Mart Lane taking him along at a tremendous pace from Lucky Wednesday in second. Orange Bay is now going third. Trainer's Seat is 4. 5 is Rafissimo. 6 Crystal Palace. Then comes Bruni and Crow, and then Acceler, then the Minstrel, and Norfolk Air is last. And they're passing the 5 marker now, and it's still Mart Lane for Ireland from Lucky Wednesday in second. Third is Orange Bay. Then comes Rafissimo and Trainer's Seat. Then Bruni and Crystal Palace and Acceler, and the Minstrel making progress. Crow is now one of the back markers with Norfolk Air, and they've just got 3.5 furlongs to run now. They're racing towards the home turn, and it's still Mart Lane and Edward Hyde from Lucky Wednesday in second. Orange Bay, then comes Bruni. Behind Bruni is Trainer's Seat, then the Minstrel making ground with Crystal Palace. 2.5 furlongs to run in the King George the 6th and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and it's Mart Lane being pressed by Orange Bay. Here comes the Minstrel unleashing a run towards the right of the picture with Bruni upsides, then Crystal Palace and Acceler behind him. They're racing towards the furlong pole now, and it's Orange Bay who strikes the front. It's Orange Bay now from the Minstrel. Acceler putting in a great run towards the stand side. It's Orange Bay being tackled by the Minstrel and Acceler, and as they race into the closing stages, it's the Minstrel from Orange Bay and Acceler racing up towards the line. The Minstrel from Orange Bay and Acceler, and as they come to the line, the Minstrel. Rebel Starkey looking for a quick start on Donegal. Looks as though they're going to go. First time, and they're away, and Donegal Princely first to show from Monsbow. And then Ardross, Halsbury, the only 3-year-old, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy. So they settle down with Donegal Prince in the lead from Monsbow, Ardross, Halsbury, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy. Lester Piggott lying third there on this big odds-on favourite, who's bigger odds-on than any favourite for the Goodwood Cup in the 35 runnings that there have been so far since the war. 13 odds-on winners and 6 odds-on losers in that period. And defeat for this horse is lying third now. Ardros would represent the biggest shock since Arbar was beaten as a 3-to-1 on favourite back in 1948, beaten by Tenerani. Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, the former Ascot Stakes winner. Ardros third, Halsbury the 3-year-old, then Double Florin, and then Popsy's Joy. Rebel Starkey looking for his third winner of the meeting to put him the leader in the Ritz Club Charity Trophy, with the clear advantage on Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, young Walter Swinburne, tracked by Lester Piggott and Rebel Starkey, showing that he's turning right very shortly. Rather typical gesture of the ever playful Gravel. Looks extremely solemn and graven-imaged most of the time, but is in fact a very playful and entertaining lad. Enjoying a tremendous season with 59 winners. And Lester Piggott looking for his 99th Goodwood Festival winner here. So it's Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros, Halsbury, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy. So right over the very far side of the course now in this 2 mile, 5 furlongs Goodwood Cup. Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros, last year's runner-up, Halsbury, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy. Popsy's in last place, an old ally of Lester Piggott's, but generally in handicap company, as opposed to this open competition. In one of the premier stamina tests in England during the year, Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros, Halsbury, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy, who's always held up for a late challenge. Ardros proving a little on the inside at this point. Donegal Prince, Ardros, Mons Beau, then Halsbury, Double Florin, and Popsy's Joy. Breasting this rise, Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros quite close, and then Double Florin on the outside of Halsbury and Popsy's Joy. And not a lot between these sextet now as they begin the run down hill towards the half-mile pole in the Goodwood Cup. Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros, Double Florin, Halsbury, and Popsy's Joy. And just coming to the 4 furlong marker now. Donegal Prince from Mons Beau, Ardros, Popsy's Joy coming there quite strongly now towards the outside of Paul Cook as they come down towards the 3 furlong marker. Halsbury improving over on the far rail. And Ardros coming between Halsbury and Donegal Prince. Mons Beau, Popsy's Joy on the far side. Double Florin not out of it, but Lester Piggott holding a double handful as they race past the 2 furlong pole. And it's Ardros on the far side, Popsy's Joy on the near side, between horses Donegal Prince, but Ardros is quickening, and it's Ardros, Lester Piggott as they enter the final furlong now, from Donegal Prince and Popsy's Joy, racing into the closing stages, and Ardros winning very cheekily indeed from Donegal Prince in second, and Ardros has won the Goodwood Cup from Donegal Prince. Halsbury's third and 4, Popsy's Joy 5, Double Florin, and 6th and last was Mons Beau. And so the result of the 1981 Goodwood Cup. First number 1, Ardros, owned by Mr. Charles St. George, trained by Henry Cecil and written by Lester Piggott.
Criadores del Tour.